Alberta. Alberta is one of 13 provinces and territories of Canada. It is a part of Western Canada and is one of the 3 prairie provinces. Alberta is bordered by British Columbia to the west, Saskatchewan to the east, the Northwest Territory to the north, and the U.S. states of Montana to the south. It is one of the only 2 landlocked provinces in Canada, Saskatchewan being the other. The eastern part of the province is occupied by the Great Plains, while the western part borders the Rocky Mountains. The province has the predominantly continental climate but experiences quick temperature change due to air aridity. Seasonal temperature swings are less pronounced in western Alberta due to the occasional Chinook winds. Alberta is the 4th largest province by area at 661,000 square kilometers, and the 4th most populous, being home to 4,262,000 people. Alberta's capital is Edmonton, while Calgary is its largest city. The 2 are Alberta's largest census metropolitan areas. More than half of the Albertans live in either Edmonton or Calgary, which contributes to continuing the rivalries between the 2 cities. English is the official language of the province. In 2016, 76% of the Albertans were Anglophone, 1.8% were Francophone, and 22.2% were Allophones. Alberta's economy is based on hydrocarbons, petrochemical industries, livestock, and agriculture. The oil and gas industry have been a pillar of Alberta's economy since 1947, when substantial oil deposits were discovered at Leduc No. 1 well. It has also become a part of the province's identity since Alberta is the province most rich in hydrocarbons. It provides 70% of oil and natural gas produced on Canadian soil. In 2018, Alberta's output was CA $338.2 billion USD, 15.27% of Canada's GDP. Until 2030, Alberta's political landscape consists of 2 major parties, the centre-left Liberals and the agrarian United Farmers of Alberta. Today, Alberta is generally perceived as a conservative province. The right-wing Social Credit Party held office continually from 1935 to 1971, before the centre-right Progressive Conservatives were held continually from 1971 to 2015, the latter being the longest unbroken run in government at the provincial or federal level in Canadian history. Before becoming a part of Canada, Alberta was home to several First Nations like Plain Indian and Woodland Cree. It was also a territory used by fur traders of the river companies Hudson's Bay Company and Northwest Company. The Dominion of Canada bought the land that would become Alberta as a part of Northwest Territory in 1870. From the late 1980s to early 90s, many immigrants arrived to prevent the prairies from being annexed by the U.S. Growing wheat and cattle ranching also became very profitable. In 1905, the Alberta Act was passed, creating the province of Alberta. Massive oil reserves were discovered in 1947. The exploration of oil sands began in 1967. Alberta is renowned for its natural beauty, richness in fossil and for housing important nature reserves. Alberta is home to 6 UNESCO-designated World Heritage Sites: the Canadian Rocky Mountain Parks, Dinosaur Provincial Park, heads matched in Buffalo Jump, Waterton Glacier International Peace Cup, Wood Buffalo National Park, and Writing on Stone Provincial Park. Other popular sites including Banff National Park, Elk Island National Park, Jasper National Park, Waterton Lake National Park, and Drumheller. Alberta was named after Princess Louise Carolina Alberta, 1848-1939, the fourth daughter of Queen Victoria. Princess Louise was the wife of John Campbell, Marquess of Lorne, Governor General of Canada, 1878 to 1883. Lake Louise and Mount Alberta were also named in her honor. The name Alberta itself is a feminine Latinized form of Albert, the name of Princess Louisiana's father. Princess Louise's father, the Prince Consort, and its Germanic cognates ultimately derived from the Proto-Germanic language pronounced as normal or bright or famous. As of 2021 Canadian census, the 10 most spoken languages in the province including English 98.37%, French 6.23%, Tagalog 4.13%, Punjabi 3.03%, Spanish 2.78%, Hindi 2.25%, Mandarin 1.97%, Arabic 1.84%, Catalano's 1.78%, German 1.56%. As of 2016 census, English the most common mother tongue with around 3 million native speakers, followed by Tagalog with 100,000 speakers. Alberta has considerable ethnic diversity in line with the rest of Canada. Many are descended from immigrants of Western European nations, notably England, Scotland, Ireland, Wales, and France, but large number later came from other regions of Europe, notably Germany, Ukraine, and Scandinavia. According to the 2021 census, the religious group in Alberta includes Christianity 48.1%, religious 40.1%, Islam 4.8%, Sikhism 2.5%, Hinduism 1.9%, Buddhism 1%, indigenous spirituality 0.5%, Judaism 0.3%, and others 0.8%. Alberta's economy was one of the strongest in the world, supported by the burgeoning petroleum industry and to a lesser extent agriculture and technology. In 2013, Alberta's per capita GDP exceeded that of the United States, Norway, or Switzerland, and was the highest of any province in Canada at CA Canada USD 84,390. This was 56% higher than the national average of 53.87 and more than twice that of the sum of Atlantic province. In 2006, the deviation from national average was the largest for any province in Canadian history. Agriculture has a significant position in the province's economy. The province has over 3 million head of cattle, and Alberta beef has a healthy worldwide market. Nearly one half of all Canadian beef is produced in Alberta. Alberta is one of the top producers of plain buffalo bison for the consumer market. Sheep for wool and mutton are also raised. Wheat and canola are primary farm crops, with Alberta leading the provinces in spring wheat production. Other grains are also prominent. Much of farming is dry land farming, often with fallow season interspersed with cultivation. Continuous cropping, in which there is no fallow season, is gradually becoming a more common mode of production because of increasing profits and the reduction of soil erosion across the province. The once common grain elevator is slowly being lost as rail lines are decreasing. Farmers typically track the grain to the central points. Alberta is the leading beekeeping province of Canada, with some beekeepers wintering hives indoors in specially designed barns in southern Alberta, then migrating north during the summer into the Peace River Valley, where the season is short but the working days are longer for honeybee to produce honey for clover and fireweeds. Hybrid canola are required bee pollination, and some beekeepers service this need. Forestry plays a vital role in Alberta's economy, providing over 15,000 jobs and contributing billions of dollars annually. Uses the harvested timber, including pulpwood, hardwood, engineered wood, and byproducts such as chemicals and biofuels. Alberta is the largest producer of conventional crude oil, synthetic crude, natural gas, and gas products in Canada. Alberta is the world's second largest exporter of natural gas and fourth largest producer. Two of the largest producers of petrochemical in North America are located in central and north-central Alberta, in both Red Deer and Edmonton. Polyethylene and vinyl manufacturers produce products that are shipped all over the world. Edmonton's oil refineries provide the raw materials for a large petrochemical industry to the east of Edmonton. Alberta have been a tourism destination from the early days of the 20th century, with attractions including outdoor locals for skiing, hiking, and camping, shipping locally, such as West Edmonton Mall, Calgary, Stamped, outdoor festivals, professional athletic events, international sporting competitions such as Commonwealth Games and Olympic Games, as well as more electric attractions. To Alberta economic development, Calgary and Edmonton both host over 4 million visitors annually. Banff, Jasper, and the Rocky Mountains are visited by about 3 million people per year. Alberta tourism relies heavily in southern Ontario tourists as well as tourists from other parts of Canada, United States, and many other countries. There are also natural attractions like Elk Island National Park, Wood Buffalo National Park, and Columbia Icefield. Alberta's Rockies include well-known tourism destinations Banff National Park and Jasper National Park. The two main mountain peaks are connected by the scenic Icefield Parkway. Banff is located 128 kilometers west of Calgary on Highway 1, and Jasper is located 666 kilometers west of Edmonton and Yellowhead Highway. 5 of Canada's 14 UNESCO World Heritage Sites are located within the province. Canada Rocky Mountain Parks, Waterton Glacier National Peak, Wood Buffalo National Park, Dinosaur Provincial Park, and Head Smashed in Buffalo Jump. A number of these areas hold ski resorts, most notably Banff Sunshine, Lake Louise, Mammoth Basin, Nook, and Nakiska. Summer brings many festivals to Alberta, especially in Edmonton. The Edmonton Fringe Festival is the world's second largest after the Edinburgh Festival. Both Calgary and Edmonton host many annual festivals and events, including folk music festival, the city's Heritage Days. Festivals see the participation of over 70 ethnic groups. Edmonton's Churchill Square is home to a large number of festivals, including a Taste of Edmonton and the Wax Art and Design Festival throughout the summer months. Calgary is famous for its stapled dubbed the greatest outdoor show on the earth. The stapled is Canada's greatest rodeo festival and features various races and competitions such as calf roping and bull riding. In line with the Western tradition of rodeo and the cultural artisans that rides and creates unique Alberta Western heritage craft. Sports teams in Alberta include Edmonton Oilers, Calgary Flames, Edmonton Elks, Calgary Stampeders, Calgary Wranglers, Calgary Hitmen, Edmonton Oil Kings, Lethbridge Hurricane, Medicine Hat Trigger, Red Deer Rebels, Calgary FC, Edmonton Stringers, Calgary Roughnecks, Edmonton River Hawks. As within any Canadian province, Alberta legislature has almost exclusive authority to make laws respecting education. Since 1905, the legislature has used this capacity to continue the model of locally elected public and separate school boards, which originates prior to 1905, as well as to create and regulate universities, colleges, technical institutions, and other educational forms and institutions, public charter school, private school, and homeschooling. Alberta provides a publicly funded, fully integrated health system through Alberta Health Sciences. Across independent agencies has delivered health care on behalf of the government of Alberta's Ministry of Health. The Alberta government provides health service for all its residents as set out by the provisions of Canada Health Act of 1984. Alberta became Canada's second province after Saskatchewan to adopt the Tom Douglas-style program in 1950, a precursor to the modern Medicare system. Alberta's healthcare budget was $22.5 billion USD during the 2018-2019 fiscal year, approximately 45% of all government spending, marking its best funding healthcare system per capita in Canada. Every hour per province spend more than $2.5 million USD to maintain and improve healthcare in the province. Notable health education, research, and resource facilities in Alberta, all of which are located within Calgary and Edmonton Health Centre in Calgary, include Alberta Children's Hospital, Foothills Medical Center, Grass Women's Health Center, Ribin Cardiovascular Institute of Alberta, Peter Rothschild Center, Rockview General Hospital, South Health Campus, Tom Baker Cancer Center, University of Calgary Medical Center. Health centers in Edmonton include Alberta Diabetes Institute, Cross Cancer Institute, Edmonton Clinic, Green Nun Community Hospital, Royal Hospital for Women, Nazanko Whiskey, Alberta Heart Institution, Misericordia Community Hospital, Rexall Center for Pharmacy and Health Research, Royal Alexander Hospital, Story Children's Hospital, University of Alberta Hospital. The Edmonton Complex, completed in 2012, provides a similar research, education, and care environment as the Mayo Clinic in the United States. Transport. Alberta is well connected by air with international airports in both Calgary and Edmonton. Calgary International Airport and Edmonton Airport are the fourth and fifth busiest in Canada, respectively. Calgary's airport is a hub for WestJet airline and a regional hub for Air Canada, primarily serving the Prairies province. Alberta Saskatchewan, and Manitoba. For connecting flight to British Columbia, Eastern Canada, 15 major United States centers, 9 European airports, 1 Asian airport, and 4 destinations in Mexico and the Caribbean. Edmonton's airport acts as a hub for the Canadian North and have connections to all major Canadian airports as well as airports in the United States, Europe, Mexico, and the Caribbean. Calgary, Edmonton, Red Deer, Medicine Hat, and Reef Bridge have substantial public transit system. In addition to buses, Calgary and Edmonton operates high-rail transit systems. Edmonton Light rail transit, which is underground in the downtown core and on surface outside the downtown core, was the first of the modern generation of light rail systems to be built in North America. While the Calgary Sea train has one of the highest numbers of daily riders at any light rail transit system in North America. There are more than 8,000 kilometers of operating mainline railway in Alberta. The vast majority of this trackage is owned by Canadian Pacific Railway and Canadian National Railway companies, which operates freight transport across the province. Additional rail freight service in the province is provided by 2 short-line railways, the Battle River Railway and 40 Mile Railway. Alberta has over 473,000 kilometers of highways and roads in its road network, of which nearly 41,000 kilometers are paved. The main north-south corridor is Highway 2, which brings south of Cardston at the Calgary border crossing and is part of the Canamex corridor. Alberta has relationships with many provinces, states, and other entities worldwide. Gwangwon-do, South Korea, 1974. Hokkaido, Japan, 1980. Heilongjiang, China, 1981. Montana, United States, 1985. Taiwan, Russia, 1992. Khanty-Mansi, Russia, 1995. Yamalo Nenets, Russia, 1997. Jalisco, Mexico, 1998. Alaska, United States, 2002. Jackson, Germany, 2002. Ivan Frankivich, Ukraine, 2004. Rivivik, Ukraine, 2005. California, United States, 1997. Guangdong, China, 2017. Alberta is one of the 13 provinces and territories of Canada, which was confederated on 1st September 1905. 117 years ago from Northwest Territory. Its capital Edmonton, largest city Calgary, largest metro Calgary region, with a total area of 661,000 square kilometers, land only 640,000 square kilometers, water 19,000 square kilometers, ranked 6th with 6.6% of whole Canada. The total population as of 2021, 4,262,000, ranked 4th by population with a density of 6.66 per square kilometer. Demonym Albertan, official language English, and its time zone being UTC-7 in mountain and UTC-6 mountain DCT. Thank you very much and see you in the other upcoming videos. Bye.